EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this a very, very short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Washington. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Mayfield on first down. Washington's got it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Now Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Washington. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And the slot man goes in motion left. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Second down at 5. Mayfield looks to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. And that play simply dropped him.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Mayfield to throw it. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 39, Mayfield to the right side, and he's got more complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson from 6 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think,
mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. throwing, Jones. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work and preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Throwing on second down, Jones. He's got a man, complete. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 17-3 cushion already, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Mayfield off the play fake. That'll be caught by Anderson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 90 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Jones now throwing on first down. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Man South run through Carolina IC.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 5, 2nd and 4. To throw, Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Mayfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They'll try and throw for it here. Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Operating from the gun. Jones. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one. But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick if indeed they end up trying one.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. A quick throw complete to Washington. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On third down, Mayfield. And he'll get it right back to Washington. Touchdown, Carolina.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. To throw again on second down. Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. Back to throw again. He completes it to Ridley. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Salvon Ahmed taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Jones throwing for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And I just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. He's got Smith here. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Off play action. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now you wanna score.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Touchdown, Falcons! A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. So a little bit of work down there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a coach's chance.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is
within 10?
Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs whenever he feels.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. They saw the pressure coming out, and that just wasn't problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, How do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Now he'll dump. Oh, no. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That pass complete to Moore. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 11 yards and a Panther first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming out.
Touchdown, Carolina! A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. His fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Panthers 41, Falcons 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Looking to throw. Jones. It's caught. Smith. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Panthers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Run, run, run.
Mayfield to throw it. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his 1st punt. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Here we go,
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one's pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they...
There he goes, left side. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Daniel Jones, 89 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.